So BlazBlue has a lot of different kind of collaborations, and I thought about making a video series about those collaborations, but the more research I did, the more I thought, yeah, it's not enough content to work off of. But I did find one I can make a video about now, and that's called the Lost Saga version of BlazBlue characters. Now, I literally have no idea what Lost Saga really is. The only thing I really looked up is that it's like a 3D arena kind of game, fighting game, or a brawler, I don't know. But that's not the subject for today. The subject for today is the characters, because this Lost Saga version of the BlazBlue characters, they both have the original versions and the female versions, or male versions, depending on their original gender. Which is funny to me that it's even a thing in the first place. I kind of wish that other games did this sort of thing, but the thing with the Lost Saga versions of BlazBlue characters is that there are only, there's Rachel, Rachel, Jin, Ragna, Hazuma, Hakuben, and Platinum. That's only 6 characters. But we're going to look at them in their normal versions, and we're going to look at them in their, opposite gender versions to, just to look at some stuff, just to talk about something. Now, these little models or sprites the characters have are based off appearances they had in their games, which is weird to me because some of them are based on like certain characters and some aren't. Like in the game they came from. For example, like Rachel looks the same. Like you can easily see this one. Like, oh, it's Calamity Trigger Rachel or something like that. It's like, okay, as simple as that. You can recognize it as Calamity Trigger Rachel. But someone like Hakuben is someone like his appearance from BlazBlue Continuum Shift, and Ragna's from Calamity Trigger, Jin's from Continuum Shift, obviously Hazuma and Platinum are Continuum Shift characters, but it's so weird, like it's so weird. Why would they just not choose like one thing and stick with it? But anyway, we're gonna start with Rachel, and Rachel has her male and female versions. Funny enough, it's just looking at male Rachel, I can honestly believe that this is what Rachel would look like if she was a dude. Like I would expect like the hair to be still like a ribbon way. I just wasn't expecting the ribbon to change color. I expected it to be like black still, like her actual ribbons and stuff like that, which is kind of funny to me. But one thing I do forget is that she has like little bat wings on her dress, and I always forget that because like the dress is so big, you figure that's just a part of the dress. But when the dress is gone, you see like, oh, the wings are out. It's cool looking. I don't know. But yeah, now he has a little top hat, which is just funny to me. Like, the top hat maybe, I get, like, the top hat could be, like, a representative. Oh, the ribbons are gone, so, the top hat is where the ribbons were. But, I don't know. It's funny to me. I figured Rachel would look someone like this. I feel like I had an idea of Rachel looking like a butler kind of character. She was, like, male. But this one works fine, too. And funny enough, this is a reference. I think appearance-wise is a reference to, Rachel's appearance in BlazBlue Continuum Shift, which I kind of find funny. They're using like these, like the game portraits as references for the art they use in Lost Saga. I kind of like that because like they have one and there's the other. I don't know, it's something cool. Now we move on to the Lost Saga version of Jin Kisaragi, and the female version of Jin is just Noelle, which is just hilarious to me. Like, one thing I'm surprised about is Noelle isn't even in Lost Saga, which I don't know, but I couldn't find any art on her, so I'm gonna guess she's not in there. But like, the funny thing about female Jin is just Noelle. Like I thinking about an idea, I was like, what would female Jin look like? And the more I did it, the more the face started to meld to look like Noelle. And I'm like, yeah, I guess Noelle could look like it's just a female Jin. I don't know. It's like This design went too far into thinking, yeah, this is just straight up Noelle with just like, Jin's long arm coattail things, whatever the hell those things are in Jin. But yeah, like it's funny to me that this is just straight up Noelle, but like with a sword and like with Jin's aspects onto it. I don't know. It's just, what would female Jin look like? Yeah, I guess Noelle would be the first thing that comes in my head. I mean, they already have the same eye color and hair color, and Ragna looks so different from them now that it would make sense that, a female Jin would look like Noelle. Honestly, I can't tell if I like this design or not. I mean, I guess it would make sense, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like a female Jin would just still be wearing his clothes, but like just, with longer hair or something like that. I don't know, but if I were to guess a female Jin, I think I'd keep his original outfits, because if I change him into like the female Noel's uniform, it would just look just like Noel, and it'll throw me the hell off. So now we have the Lost Saga version of Ragnar the Blood Edge, and honestly, I like the female design's okay. I just prefer, like, you know, female Ragnar wore like his original clothes. I like Ragnar's original design so much that I just feel like all he had to do is just be a woman in those clothes, and I'd be okay with it. Another funny thing I find is that like every depiction of Ragnar as a woman is always him with longer hair. I don't know if it's anything like special, but like considering that like Alpha exists and she has long hair, and one of my theories is that like she's just Ragnar and Nu meshed together, it would make sense that Ragnar would have long hair. Like if he would just be like Nu, because Nu has long hair, it's just always in a braid. Even when it's in a braid, it's super long. But the point is, yeah, Ragnar always has long hair in these films. Like, I rarely do I ever find that Ragnar has, like, his regular hairstyle and, like regular hair size. It's always, like, long hair. It's just crazy to me. But considering that the only closest thing to official female Ragnar art is Alpha, and you can make a point that Alpha isn't even Ragnar in the first place in her own thing. Damn, I didn't want it to be, like, an Alpha tangent. But, yeah, female Ragnar looks okay. I mean, I just prefer, like, it felt more closer to his original design, because, like, I get the idea, but, like, the design looks more like something else entirely than his original design. I think it's just the idea of the pants, like the Hazuma pants and the jacket itself. I think it's just a little bit too modified for me to say, oh no, it's someone completely different, someone doing it. It's not even like a Ragnar cosplay anymore, it's like a Ragnar modification. Now we move on to Hazuma, which is, I don't know, I like the design, don't get me wrong, but like I feel like it just looks too much like a regular anime girl with just like Hazuma's outfit thrown onto her with some modifications. I don't know. Again, I just prefer if like it was just a straight up woman in a suit. I don't know, I just feel like it'll look cooler that way. I mean, the miniskirt makes sense, and whatnot, but like I'm like, it looks too much like, it looks too normal, you know? Like it still looks too much like a regular anime girl who just looks like she's wearing a Hazuma like outfit. Like I feel like the design could have went more of like making his more snaky, more sinister aspects shine through. You know, Hazuma looking like, you know, he being sinister and everything. I feel like the design could have went more in that to, you know, make it feel like this is a Hazuma design rather than just it could be anyone. You know. Again, I don't know Lost Saga. I don't know if this is just like a skin for characters or whatnot. And if it's not, then I think it's just a straight up female, male version of it. But the funny thing about it is, like, I feel like it just be someone, like, the design could have went more into looking more like Hazuma, like, in his more sinister way rather than just this. It looks too simple. Like, it doesn't go all the way to being like Hazuma. That's what I believe. So the Lost Saga version of Hakumen may be my least favorite, mostly because of the female version and like not even just the female version. Let me just boil this down for a second. The mask they've drawn on both versions is a little bit too big. Now I don't know why, because like it's freaking huge, man. The freaking mask on both of them is just too big, and I don't know why they would even go that far to do so. Like they based this off the funny thing about it is, they based this off the continuum shift version of Hakumen's, like, his little character portrait. And when I look at the character portrait for Hakumen more on this game, his mask looks really tiny. So I feel like they try to overcompensate it by making his mask really big or something like that. And, like, there's, like, there's no harmony between both of these pictures. They both look terrible, man. Like, oh my god, like, his continuum shift version was never my favorite picture to begin with, but when I look at it more, his mask is so tiny. And then when they bring out his Lost Saga version, the mask is too big, and it's even worse on the female version. Like the rest of the design looks fine. It's just the mask is too huge, man. Like it makes Hakumen have like a giant head, and Hakumen's like mask usually perfectly fits with his rest of his body. But ugh, no, like no, it looks so bad, dude. Jesus. So last but not least, we have the Lost Saga version of Platinum of the Trinity. Now, the idea of Senna looking like, the possibility of Senna looking like this is something that kind of bothers me. like, it's not like I don't hate the design, but like it just still looks like a Platinum design with like some subtle differences to it. You know, obviously there's a dude in it now. But I thought about it, I was like, what would Senna even look like if he was separated from Platinum in his own body? But then I thought more about, okay, would Senna just look like would Senna just be exactly like Platinum but in a different outfit? I remember BlazBlue Radio screwing, like, tinkering in the idea of what the hell Senna could even look like in his own body, right? And it's literally just Platinum in a different outfit. And I thought about it more. And I was like, you know what, yeah, I could buy that Senna would just be Platinum in a different outfit. And I don't know, that's like the only thing I can think of. Like, every time I think of a dude Platinum, the first thing that comes to my head is, yeah, it's just the body, but in a different outfit, you know? Like, it's just like or like, I don't know. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like, maybe he'll have shorter hair, but I don't see Senna looking that different from Platinum, like, at all. So, like, the idea of, like, Senna being his own, like, self, and the idea of imagining that, I was like, I feel like if it looked like a straight up dude, like this picture here in Lost Saga, I'd be like, that's not Platinum. Like, that's not Senna, at least. It wouldn't look right, you know? I feel like Senna would look exactly the same. Like, it usually is, but maybe with a different outfit, or like different colored ribbons, or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like nothing would really be different about the design. But the male version of Lost Platinum is fine. It just doesn't feel like Platinum. It's like you just like gave Platinum a haircut, gave him a hat, which I get the hat. It's a magical boy instead of a magical girl. It's funny, but I don't know. It just I don't even know. I don't know how to describe this. It's so weird to imagine something like that, you know? Like, and I'm like, what the hell could Senna even look like? Yeah, I know they tinkered with this and BlazBlue Radio, and like I think they did some fan art, like some official fan art about like, Platinum and Luna, in this case, Luna and Senna are separate, and I think they did some official fan art, but I just can't find it anywhere. But like, yeah, they really didn't change much. It's like, yeah, this is what Platinum would look like if Luna and Senna were split from each other, and I'm like, okay, that would make sense. You know, they would just look exactly the same. To be twins, looking exactly the same. It's just they won't be like too different. Maybe an outfit change. Well, that was the end of another video, don't you think, Bluebee? Oh yeah, you don't talk. So it's just me then, huh? It's just me.